Hello! Ciao a tutti! Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Healthy Nasty Kitchen. Today I'm gonna speak to you about why we do stretch and folds and why sometimes they are necessary. So let me show you the dough that I made this morning with 100% of our hydration and why we need to do some stretch and folds to build some structure. So let's go down on the bench and see this wonderful sticky dough. So this is the container that we will need to do some wide stretch and fold. It will be easier to do it in this one. I like to do a drizzle of olive oil. I'll put that on one of my hands as well. Just spread it around a bit. And this is especially useful when you do pizza in the trays, when you do focaccia, when you do baguettes, when you do very hydrated dough, ciabatta. It could be very useful for that. So this is the dough. You can see it's very wet. So now we put it in. The gluten structure is not being developed very much. Here we go. Beautiful. So why do we need a container? Why do we need to stretch and fold? We need to stretch and fold to build some structure. And you can do it in different ways. You can do it like that, or I also do it sometimes in different ways. But this dough is very delicate, so you don't want to do. When the dough starts having some structure, like in this case, as you can see already, is holding its shape, you can do this procedure, which is also called coil fold. Okay, you just fold basically on itself. This one not only traps more air bubbles, but also helps building that structure between the gluten membrane. Okay, so now this one is done. And we'll come back to it in another 10-15 minutes just to build it a bit more. This one will relax in the container. Here we go. After 15 minutes, we check the dough again. And you can see that it's relaxed. So now we do the coil foil. The coil folding, just like that. You lift the dough and you let it sit on itself. It's very simple. This one builds some structure into the dough. You can also at this point wet your hands and slowly increase the hydration of your dough. There we go. You can see the bubbles forming, it's fermenting very well. Now we fold it again, same way. Always from the bottom to itself. You see now it's shining up. Yep. Now we can also put it on the bench and tense it a bit more. Okay. See? It's got a beautiful structure. Put it back in there and seal it. Here we are. As you can see, the dough is very puffy and fluffy. Feels wonderful. Now we are going to take it out and shape it. But now you see everything, it's easier because it's got a beautiful structure given by the folds. Just going to release it down, just like that. Fold it there. I think I can do 2 loaves with this one. It's 1 kilo, so we're going to cut that in half. This one can ferment a bit more, you can see. Looks very nice. So now we're going to tense it a bit. But this is why you want to do some folds in a container, because it creates this beautiful structure, as you can see. And this is how you use a scraper, okay? To tense your dough. Very important. Tense your dough. And now we'll let it sit here for a few minutes. And then we're going to put it into the pruning basket again. Now put some flour on top and we shape it. Now we put some flour on top and we shape it. flip it upside down. Do the first one like that, like that. You can see how fluffy this dough is already. And that's one, and then we do this one as well. Same thing. This one is a round one. See? Beautiful. Now we put it into the pruning baskets. This one. This two. Good morning. So it's 20 to 6 a.m. The bread has been sitting in the fridge for a while now, about 8 hours. And now I'm heating up the pan, the sourdough baking pan, and I'm ready to score this one and put it straight into the pan and see if stretching and folds help the baking. Back at it now with the loaf ready here. Super crunchy. Now we're gonna cut it. I'm curious to see this one. I haven't seen it yet. You ready? Look at this. Look at that. That's 100% hydrated. Looks good. Has it? Nice and crunchy. This is fantastic. Look at that. And it's not even fermented too long. It's amazing. Amazing. This one. A little cave in there. Beautiful. This is real delicious. Very much. Crispy, crunchy, moist. It's got everything that you want. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following. And I'm grateful that you're here listening to me today and hope to see you next week. We are trying now to deliver 2 videos a week, which is very hard, but we are making sure that we do. Thank you so much. It's thanks to you if you do it. Ciao.